Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're set. Red team. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Line them up.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
They'll try the air now with Watson. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talking.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
59! That's it! 59, come on! Check. Watch 54. Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate as they would.
David Johnson on his way. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. David Johnson, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's going to want. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play. Mariota to Davis. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come on.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
That's good for Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hayward. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Strip that ball. 54. Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Hey, we got to
To the air yet again, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as a...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 33. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. David Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mariota again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's been a long day for you.
To throw, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
65, 65.
On 3rd down, Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same...
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, defense, let's go.
From the 39, Watson flushed out right. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. Happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The first throw for the backup Foles. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good move.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken from just outside the 30. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. What game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Muscles him off. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
First down, Mariota. And he fends him off. Oh, refusing to go down. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy. And now here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go to Johnson again. $15 yards on the play, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
180. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Get in the weight room.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
What we got? Check, 55. Under. 55 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Let's go.
Now Foles. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 42, Titans 10.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Suck up for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Titans 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.